What up, you guys? Shoot. It's a sad day, America. It's a sad day. Uh, this video I just saw on World Star, I can't show the video, all of it, but this woman right here, basically what she does is she abandons her 2-year-old child. And you can see her approaching, now when she abandoned him, her child, I guess this is in Alabama, Montgomery, I think, I'm not sure. But she has the child here. She has the child's belongings. And you guys, you can see the video on World Star. So here's a child, here's her. These two vehicles belong to the people who actually live here in probably a nice, quiet neighborhood. Her vehicle's back here. Now, here's what's disturbing about this whole thing. For one, the child isn't even walking. She hoists this child out of the car and ran her up to these people who she don't know. She'll know these people. She ran this child up, just carrying her. Look at this. That child's not walking. She's carrying the child at let's look at the way this woman's dressed. She has looks like a one-piece jumper on or something like that. Okay. Earrings in, nice. Hair done, nice. Not a bad looking female at all. Okay? Not bad at all. Couple tattoos, no big deal. Has a late model phone in her hand. The point is, this chick doesn't look broke. This doesn't look like a homeless person. This doesn't look like someone who you would expect to do this. It just, if you saw this woman in the mall or you saw her at work or anything, would you think this woman would abandon her child? You would not look at this rather nice looking woman and go, yeah, she would abandon her 2-year-old in a random neighborhood. Well, she picked a nice neighborhood, so it's not random, but a random neighbor. Or not even a neighbor, just a random person. So she abandons the child, and like I said, you guys can see that she knocks on the door, she rings, and she doesn't look distraught. She doesn't look like she's depressed. She looks like it's fun, like it's freaking Halloween. She almost has a smile on her face when she's doing it. It's like, this is fun. Listen, even if she knew who lived at this address, ringing a doorbell, knocking on a door, and just leaving the child there with the child's belongings or whatever for the child, and then running off, this is still abandonment. She knocks on the door, she rings the doorbell. Look, this hair is expensive, y'all. I'm gonna tell you right now. This chick got money. Something else is going on here. And she takes off. And I do mean takes off. And look at the... Oh my God, this is so heartbreaking. It just hurts so much. It just hurts so much to see this. Oh man. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I'm sorry, you guys. I had to get myself together. I'm sorry. But this little girl watching her mother run away from her, you guys. Oh, Lord help me, Lord Jesus. Look at this child. She has no idea what's going on, and her mother is broke out in a sprint and is gone. And when she leaves, the little girl's still looking for her mother. And I know I'm clicking through this, you guys. You can see the video on World Star, but I'm clicking through this for a reason. When she goes, she jumps in a car. Now, we're going to see this car briefly. And I'm thinking she's the driver. We're going to see this car. I'm trying to see what kind of car it is. I was thinking Mustang, but nonetheless, it's a late model car. BMW, the way it sounds, when you guys listen to it, you can almost, for some of you mechanics out there, you can probably pick this car apart. But it's a white car, but the way it sounds, it either sounds like a Mustang, maybe a 5 Series BMW. Anyways, the point is, it's a nice car, and I'm hoping this woman is dealt with properly by the authorities, because when the hood catches up with her, she might be in for it, you know. And I hope they do not return this child to her mother, because anything could have happened to this child. You have no idea, you know, whose house you're dropping this person off at. Just because it's a nice neighborhood doesn't mean the people who live there are, you know, not, you know, dangerous. You know, you just drop the 2-year-old off, and a little girl, she can't defend herself. She's still looking for you. This is the end of the video. She watched her mother drive off. Look at this. Gone. She's looking for her mother. Gone. Whoever this woman is, if she needs some kind of psychological help, fine. But if it was up to me, she will never, ever, 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 ever have custody of her child again, ever. Because if this child ends up, you know, God forbid, in some type of, I mean, if she ends up deceased or, you know, something else happened to her, it's this woman's fault. It's her mother's fault. And look, like I said, I don't know who lives here. I don't even know if she knows who lives there. You know, you could think, oh, the baby dad lives there, you know, and she wanted to go out. He wasn't answering the phone, so she's like, I'm just going to drop her off, and you're going to deal with it. That's still dangerous because this child is unattended to. So whatever excuse some woman is about to make over what just happened here, okay, fine. But if it was up to me, she will never, ever, ever have custody of her child again. Ever. Ever. She will not ever be alone with this child again. Ever. Until the child is an adult. And then that's up to the child. So I'm so sorry to see this. But you know what? It's not uncommon. It's not uncommon. This is a growing theme. And we need to pray for these people. And if you know people who are doing this, we need to get these people some help. I ain't saying go and beat these people down, because that's not what they need. They need some help. And we need to get the child support system and all those other people involved. And our neighbors and friends involved, because we're the ones who are seeing this. We know people who are doing this. And if you do, hey, don't be afraid to, you know, call the authorities on them. if that's what's going on and you know it. Not just because you assumed and you mad. But this woman needs some help. She needs to be dealt with. This right here is not a game. It's not funny. We don't know what's going on in her head other than you just left your 2-year-old on somebody's porch and you ran off with great speed.